welcome to another RWBY anti-haul, because the Rooster Teeth store cannot escape my wrath, okay? And so they have released a new collection, and we are here to roast the shit out of it, let's just put it that way, because this is like, it's okay, I guess, but like, I feel like that we're getting back into the same problems that we've always had. Like, it's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back with them, and I would like to preface, okay, I have gotten a couple messages about me being like, I don't know, like anal about the merch, or like, if you don't like it, just don't buy it, but I feel like
believe me,
you know, we're not buying it, but I feel like that these videos are important because it kind of gives like a backlog of stuff that the Rooster Teeth store has released. So if you're looking at this in like 6 months when they release this same design on 6 different shirts, and they have one with plaid, and then they have one, maybe it's changed up a little bit, maybe it's like the other way, it's horizontal instead of vertical, like
this time,
know,
Weiss is white, but Blake is purple.
Exactly. When they just change it slightly, this is at least a little log that you can go back and see, oh, they're releasing the same thing they did 6 months ago, but now it's like $70 more.
I love how you're like
right?
chronicler of the Rooster Teeth store bullshit.
We have to chronicle this, and I don't know, I just feel like there's a functional purpose to this, right? Like, you don't want to buy things that are bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
put it this way.
This is your money.
Put it this way.
We're trying to protect your money. It's not me just being like mean for the sake of it. If they release something good, we would talk about it, okay? We have talked about it. The problem is that they haven't released anything good in a long time.
I think there's 2 reasons for this. One, if this anger didn't get funneled out through RWBY merch, it would go and it would affect friends, it would affect your family members.
You're saying that
it would be out on us.
It'd be funneled into like world domination.
Yes, exactly. You should be glad that Cal's pissed on like internet stores and not like currently invading the United States.
Yeah.
Secondly, I love being your friend and watching your rage for Rooster Teeth stuff and
just
flow.
increase.
Because like a month ago when they released those boots and they released those watches, everyone was like, wait, what is this?
That was a collab. That's why
happiness?
It was good.
Is this, do I have hope?
We'll put a photo of the watches and the boots. That's a different website.
And then 2 weeks later, this gets released. It's like, nope, there isn't. Time to die.
They lost all the good faith that the watches are in them. So let's talk about this, okay?
It was like watching the Grinch's heart grow 3 sizes. It was an insane experience.
But now we have this too.
But it collapsed, and then you killed all the Who's. Let's get into it.
So let's talk about this, okay? So there are some modeling pictures, which I think
Who is this man?
kind of do better. I don't know. They're just the Rooster Teeth model people.
Okay.
And so it does seem small on here, but I will say that on the male-presenting people's shirts, it does seem a little larger. But here's my problem with this. Look at Kaden, who is beautiful, by the way. Stunning. But, like, the design is all in her boobs.
It really is.
You know what I mean?
It looks like a giant border wall separating your boobs.
If you have
the
boobs,
left boob and the right boob cannot be
this is my first problem,
joined
okay?
together.
Like, the design is super tiny, right? Like, it's not even tiny as in, like, minimalism, okay?
Yeah.
You already have an anime girl on the front of your shirt. You can either
You might as well go hog wild.
own it, or you can reject it, okay? But, like, this whole, like, it's in your boobies, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're saying, like, some people have been like, oh, Cal, some people like minimalism, but this isn't minimalism. You have a whole ass design on your shirt. Either own it or get something that has, like, one of those little things in the corner, because the Rooster Teeth store does that sometimes, too. But, yeah. My first thing is, first of all, the design seems too small. And there's even, like, weirder, like, smaller, like, little baby, like, RWBY text on the bottom. But, like, if you have boobs, this would be, like, all
right down
boobs.
The middle.
It would, again, it would
all
be,
boobs.
It would be Wall Maria in between your boobs, okay?
And there is no armored titan that's gonna kick down the door.
Yeah, and so, that aside, though, like, I guess, oops, I got rid of it, so I guess we're not going back to RWBY. The colors are nice, they look vibrant. I will say that. I do like how they have black for Blake this time. Can't say the same thing about white.
And then the art is purple, which is nice.
Yeah, and like, okay, here's the other thing, though, that I will say has me a little like, this is just the art from the poster, right? Like, this is from the RTX
Which I feel like we should say, Ein Lee, you're beautiful, we love you.
Ein Lee,
this isn't for you, your art's wonderful.
Exactly.
It's
never the art. It's never the art that's the problem. It's who puts it on the shirts, right? And so I
That's
just
how
feel
much
like...
boob does this art cover. Ein Lee can make the art. Ein Lee cannot control how much boob it covers.
It's not Ein Lee's fault, okay? But I will say that in terms of, again, like, that sort of, like, the sizing thing, I think it's fine to have one, like, set or one collection that has the stuff from the poster. Because it's a volume 9 poster. It's okay. But I feel like that we should also kind of, like, because I feel like that this is going to be on the merch a lot. Like, this is going to be on the merch for the next 6 merches or whatever, because that's what happened during volume 7, I think, is that they released it, and then they released it with plaid, and then they released it with the flower,
and then we put it on a mug, and then we put it on a flask. And this is a children's show, and we put it on a thermos.
I just want to show you guys something, okay? I want to show you guys the other Ein Lee collection, because I feel like if I can even find it, I feel like that it's kind of important to maybe, like, showcase the difference in all of this, if they're even still up, because they were so popular, they may have actually sold out, but I'm pretty sure I still have... Okay, here they are. Oh my god, look at Eddie. Yes. Beautiful, wonderful. But okay, so here's the thing.
Look at our handsome
This is
man.
Ein Lee Collection, okay? And now this is also Ein Lee Collection.
Yeah,
do you see the difference? Like, that's my other problem with this. It's not even the size. It's just like, you just slapped the poster onto a shirt. Like, at least with this, there's like, ooh, outlines. Like little,
I mean,
like,
maybe
I don't
they're
know,
trying to do
contrast. Like, I don't know.
I like how they do the artwork in the background.
And then, like,
it really does feel like they just put a stripe of it, and maybe the stripe is like the aesthetic because all the shirts are like that. So they're trying to, like, I don't know, make it funky, fresh, and different.
I just don't get this, because, like, this was the Ein Lee collection from a couple months ago, which we bought and, like, hauled the whole thing. And then it's just like it's just such a downgrade. It just seems so lazy. Like, that's what it is. It's just slapping the poster onto the shirt and, like, maybe changing the color in the background, because I'm sure that the poster's not colored like this. So it's going into Photoshop, like, cropping around Yang and then changing it to yellow. And so that's my other thing. It just feels like kind of, like, lazy compared to what we've gotten before.
It's a nice yellow.
You know? Yeah, like the colors are nice.
At least it's not, like, I don't know, like mustardy, like Dijon.
Yeah, again, like when we see like the size contrast, I don't know if they just picked a bad picture or what, but doesn't this look so like, different. I don't know, it looks so like stark when you put them like that. Then we have this one, which I think that the design is actually on the back. But it's on the...
I know. I was about to say, look at how cool that looks. I know. It's exact, like, it's long, it's thin. No.
No. And so, yeah, we've talked about this. Do you
want it up your spine?
Some people are fine with this, but again, as somebody that wears a backpack and will wear a backpack for the foreseeable future,
why do you want all the neat stuff on the back?
It just, I wish there were options. Like, why can't you have one on the back and one on the front? Because Rooster Teeth has done before, where they have two, like, contrasting, or, like, you can pick a color. You can pick a dark gray or a light gray. Like, why can't you pick to have the design on the front versus on the back?
Because otherwise...
At least then that would give people options. Because I don't want to... Like, this is subjective. We don't like stuff on the back. But what's not subjective is the fact they don't give people the option to have it on the front, right? Because some people are like, well, I like stuff on the back, Cal, so you're wrong. But I'm not saying that it shouldn't be on the back. I'm just saying that you should give people the option for both. Because it's the same on... This, by the way, I don't know who took this picture, but why does this look so ugly? This doesn't look comfy. It looks like jean. You know what I mean? I'm sure that it's not, but why does it look this soft? Stone-washed pullover.
Well, it's the stone-washed part that makes it look like that.
Because it doesn't look comfy. It looks like a jean, like black jean sweater. And so, yeah, again, it's the same. But that's what I'm saying. If you have two of these, why not have one on the front, one on the back to give people the choice?
That's
I think
true.
This is just kind of
One thing I will say is that I like that kind of like light, almost like pinkish.
Yeah, the colors are nice. Yeah,
and then how it contrasts with the colors that they chose for the pullover and then the sweater. Yeah. I like how they look. It's just a shame. Here's the thing.
Just a shame.
It's just a shame. But also, part of me is like, I want one or the other. I would rather have this and not have a bunch of bullshit on the back and just have the nice little... Because I love how that logo looks. I love how they do the no logo. It's just, why can't there be one? Or it's like the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
Either you want the minimalist stuff and just and not something crazy on your back.
Yeah.
Or you want something crazy
But then you don't get it.
But then
it's
you
on
don't
the
get
back.
it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So basically, they're trying to do both, like
Yeah.
minimalism, but then you have something big on your back anyway for everyone to see, so it doesn't make sense.
I feel like one, it's like they should have given us the choice. One should be minimal. One should have the big funky thing on the front.
Yeah.
And not the back.
So let's, speaking of funky things on
on
your
the front.
and your back.
Who did they get? Oh, they
we
did.
don't
Oh,
know.
yes. Oh,
We'll
look at
never
those
know.
thighs.
Yeah, we'll never know who modeled these. But okay, so let's talk about this. I just think that these are funny. Okay?
They just have such
I think
a, like,
that this is a great way to close out the video. It's such bootleg merch that you'd find at an anime convention in 2010
Yeah.
energy. Like, I kind of like it. I kind of like the aesthetic, to be honest, because it's like, okay, like, at least it's on the front. You can't say that they didn't put it on the
But
front.
then it's also, do you want, like, Ruby and Yang on your junk?
Yeah, somebody did
Like,
say, like,
it's-
why is Ruby grabbing towards your crotch? I think that is kind of weird. That is the kind of weird
Yang
thing. But,
looks like she's, like, reaching out in terror.
I would give this, like, a B-. Like, they had the spirit. You know what I mean?
It
like
has
the
such
intention.
energy.
I like the intention and not the execution.
I just think, like, but what everyone does in basketball court, like basketball
Yeah.
shorts, if you went and you played a pickup game, you would be laughed
I know.
out.
Imagine, like,
of
you're
every-
auditioning for your school's basketball team, or you're
It's
trying
not
out
called
or
an
whatever.
audition, you fucking
I
theater
know,
nerd.
you're
Did you just say
trying
an
out,
audition?
You're trying out for the basketball
That's the
team.
reason why you would get, like, yelled at by all the jocks. Not because you were
No.
wearing these
But
shorts,
yeah, I
but
was
you're like,
can
is it
somebody
the audition?
Can somebody buy these for me so I can wear them to school? I'll just be in jazz class and have Weiss on my ass, all right? Like,
Weiss and
but
Blake
yeah.
on my ass.
I know. And so, yeah, that's... I give this...
But like okay,
had
you would be
spirit,
laughed
you know?
out if you wore that to a pickup. Like, are you gonna lounge around the house? That
Maybe,
has such
maybe.
Do you want to
But
have
this is
like?
kind of expensive for lounging around the house. I feel like you
Well,
would
why
actually
not?
have
Oh
to have
yes, this is
sportswear.
my formal basketball shorts. When I go to see the opera, I'm gonna have terrified anime girl. You're gonna
It's
go
like
to?
you,
Are you
rip
gonna
off
go
your
to
dress
bed?
pants and it's the basketball shorts.
Listen, the RWBY X Ein Lee basketball shorts stay on.
No. Okay, but yeah. So I give they had the spirit. Okay, I'll give this a point
I
for
wanna
having intention for trying.
So are
It
you a
seems like
small or are
somebody
you a
tried.
medium? Because I'm buying you for this
God.
for
For
what's the
Christmas.
next?
I'm
Christmas-
a medium Actually, if it's pants, if these are boys' pants, I don't know. See, that's the other thing is like there's no drawstring, right? So like,
Yeah.
how's this gonna work if you're like?
And you know what
if
the
you're
best part is
small?
that those are not like newer ones that are longer. Those are like 80s style, like
I mean, it
really
seems like
high
on this person,
above the
yeah,
knee.
I don't know. So we'll have
I'm
to
just
see.
saying, like there could be like
Wait
I
for
don't
some
know.
reviews. Yeah, okay, so the sizing is here. So we'll have to look at that later, but
The
yeah.
9-inch inseam, like that's not as long as a lot of them are.
Yeah, so it's very you show off your thighs, you know? So yeah.
You're gonna show off your gams when
We
you
should
put on.
probably talk about price while we're here. $70, guys. Come on. Like, I can't with you. The other ones are also, I think, around, oh boy, where are we? The other one's 29, but this one's like 39. And I'm like, is any of this worth it? Absolutely not, okay? Who is buying these, to be honest? Like, who has the money? Because I certainly do not. You know what I mean? To spend $70. You're telling me I could copy this logo and stick it on a shirt. Like I could print this out from the internet and iron it on. So yeah, that's the other thing that always bothers me. It's like you cannot do this, okay? Maybe you can if you're super talented, but you can't. But if I can take this to the t-shirt store and they'll like find the logo on the internet and just print it on a black hoodie that I got from Walmart for $10 that is equally comfortable. I know that you pay for the brand and stuff, but like this is getting a little ridiculous.
Part of me would
don't you
always
think?
say like, well, I bet you the hoodie's really soft.
But now we don't
But
know
now
that
we don't know
anymore.
after the velvet hoodie. Like it
know.
already looks kind of like stonewashed. Who knows? The inside could be like a Brillo pad.
Yeah.
It could be.
So that's the other thing. We can't even say that it may be comfortable because in the past we have been let down.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this is definitely a big fat anti-haul. Like this is the fattest anti-haul.
It's gonna
what a
be-
way to start 2022 merch. Because I don't think that there was anything before this except for maybe the bucket hats. What a way to go, you know? With
you
this
know,
and the bucket hats. Look at this.
It's gonna be really embarrassing when I buy you those shorts.
I know, I'll
and
wear
hold
them.
on to them
I'll wear
until
them.
next Christmas.
I'll still wear them, but
Show off your gams. We can be matching.
But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this anti-haul. Stan HoloLive merch, because apparently this is the only, there's no wall between my boobs on this one, and so yeah, that's why I wore this too. I wore it for some
RWBY wants the boobs to be separated. A HoloLive wants the boobs to be together.
Exactly. So
we're no titty separatists
advocate for the boobs to be together. We will see you in the next one, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all the patrons that support this nonsense, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.